Hello everyone, it's the FarmSim guy here. Hope you're all doing well. We're back here on Sri Lanka for hopefully a relatively short video, but I know it's probably a question that is going to come up, and that is, are the new crops that we see here, parsnips, carrots and red beets, are they going to be available on other maps? And the quick answer is yes. Basically, you'll have to have done the game update, which you'll get by default, and you also need to own the premium expansion. But that means then all the crops should be added to any map you play on, regardless if it's a Giants map or a modded map that you've downloaded from the mod hub or elsewhere. And I'm going to jump into a couple of maps now just to demonstrate it, so you can have confidence that it will work with your maps. So let's jump in and do it. So first off, there is my test game of Sri Lanka that I've been using to do my content over the last couple of days. Here is a copy of the Contractor series that I'm playing on Court Farms and have been playing for quite a while. As you can see, they're 55 hours played. So all we're doing is we are loading this up, and we're going to make sure we switch on the premium expansion before we load in the game. Right, that's Court Farms loaded up. Let's click on the start button and jump in and see if this works. Right, here we are, field 40, just down from our contractor's yard. I'm going to use Easy Dev to load this in just to make sure that it works, but we'll jump into here, set field fruit. If I tab this way, there we go, parsnips are available. Let's put them to remove foliage or ready to harvest. And there we go. You can see the parsnips in the ground, ready to harvest. Right, we've bought a harvester as well here, so let's just jump in. Let's get things unfolded. I'm just going to dump this on the ground. I'm not going to bother getting a trailer for it yet, but we'll fire this up. Get things lined up. We should be able to harvest this, no problem at all. Now, of course, we've got parsnips here, but the principle will work with all three of the new crops. So if one of these works, I'm assuming all of them do. There we go. Let's lower this down and roll forward, and that looks very much like it's working as intended. Foliage going out the back, parsnips going out of the top. Great stuff. So there you go, your new crops. There is your parsnips. We're going to go over the bridge here. We've planted a field of carrots here as well. You can just see the tops of the carrots peeking out underneath the foliage there. And over. Around here, we've got a field of red beets. So that is all three crops planted and working as intended. Now I am going to jump through each of the three crops, each of the growing stages for each of the crops, so you can see them on the map. So there you go, that's what they look like as their growing stages for each of the three crops. I've just jumped into the PDA here as well to show you the new colours on the map as well. So there we go, parsnips here, carrots in here, and our red beets in here. And if I jump over to here, you can see them down the right hand side there. There are your three root crops in their pallets as well, just so you've seen that on the map too. And I have noticed something else. If I jump into animals and click onto horses, we now see that root crops have been added to the food for them. It was definitely not there before, but that's been added, which is great. And just jumping into the sell prices as well, you can see all the new productions your potato chips, your preserved foods, your soups, and your red beets, carrots, and parsnips, all already showing up with selling points attached to them. Right, loading up Alma, Missouri now. We have again ticked the premium expansion in our mods before we've loaded up the game to ensure that it's going to work. So let's jump in and just check. So here we are in Alma. Let's just use this field as it's the closest and do our check again. We'll just do it with one of the crops this time. In principle, it should all work as it did before. There we go, set field fruit. Let's set it to carrots and let's set it to ready to harvest, and there we go. No issues at all. Looking really, really good there. Again, we'll just jump into the PDA and do a double check, and there we are, field 41 up there. I've also noticed that it's added 2 other carrot fields in here by default anyway. So that is quite impressive that it's already automatically dropping them in as options in the fields. And again, just jumping into the prices, you can see we have got all of the new productions and the new crops in there as well with appropriate sell points. So I can safely say, I think, that being embedded into the base game as it is and being treated as all the other crops are, that you should have no issues planting and harvesting carrots, beets and parsnips on any map that you download. So there you go, that's all from me. Hope that helped a little bit if you were wondering about that. Now you know. So, till the next time, thanks for watching, take care, bye for now.